Okay, welcome to another episode of this old FZ6. Today we're going to talk a little bit about handlebars. So, when I got this bike, it had an FZ1 handlebar. And one thing you'll notice about the FZ1 handlebar is that the ends are threaded. So you can use an FZ6 or an FZ1 or any number of Yamaha ends. And we get it threaded here. We'll go on nicely, just like that. However, I decided to not use this bar, but instead use an FZ8 bar. What you'll notice is there are no threads on the FZ8 bar. Instead, what you'll get when you order ends for an FZ8, get rid of that, is you'll get the end, you'll get bolt, and you'll get this little bushing isolator that goes in here. Seems great. You order all your parts, they'll show up and be like, oh, this is gonna be like super easy. Slam it in there, screw the handle in, done, done, done. However, immediately you'll take this bushing, you'll try to put it into the bar, and you'll realize that the outside diameter of this bushing is almost the exact same as the inside diameter of the bar. It's not going to go in very easily at all. And if you're like me, you probably already have the bar on the bike. You're not going to be able to press this in very easily. You could try hammering in as is, but you're probably going to end up in the same situation as me. It's really not going to go anywhere. Even if you add a little bit of lubrication to the inside of the bar, it's not going to go in. It's just too tight. So in this video, I'm going to show you a little trick using science to get this in super easy. So what you'll want to identify first is there's one spot on this where it's chamfered. This is the part of the bushing that needs to actually go in the bar. So what you'll want to do is thread the bolt just a little bit in there, and you're going to need to get a can of compressed air, and I'm going to wear a glove. And here's what we're going to do. You can probably already guess, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the compressed air upside down, and this is basically going to super freeze this and shrink this thing down enough to where we can just slip it on and give it a few taps with a hammer. So let's give this a shot. So highly recommend wearing gloves because it gets really, really cold, which is one of the reasons why you want to have the bolts kind of like this. So this thing is really cold. So now what I'm going to do, and I've got a little rubber mallet here. So I'm just going to scrap bolt. I'm going to shove on here. And let's bring out big hammer. There. Sometimes you just got to bring out the BFH. And there you go. So, one thing you'll notice, bring this out a little closer here, is this is going to stick out a little bit like that. But trust me, it's all the way in. You'll know it when you hit it with a hammer. When it hits the lip on the inside of the bar, it will stop. Now we can and the one reason why I recommend one of the reasons why I recommend getting yourself kind of like a little scrap bolt there to thread it in there is if you do end up, like me, switching over from a rubber mallet to something a bit beefier, you don't want to screw up the end of that nice looking bolt there. So if you do end up needing to switch it over to the heavy mallet, you've got this throwaway bolt that you can toss. And there you go. Piece of cake. A little science, a little hammer, and you're done. All right. For the one or two of you on the planet that's putting in a brand new FZ8 bar and you want to know how to put in the ends, there you go. Hope you enjoyed the video.